on VGC Midseason Showdown Autumn Season here in Toysbar, Malaysia. I'll be your commentator for today, Aklif, and
I'm Ismail Myron.
And we'll be commentating for the finals of this Midseason Showdown. So for the finals today, we have none other than Ang Wei Wen and
Stephen Tan for sure.
Yeah, who both came from a victory in their semi-finals, a very toughly fought semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Toughly fought. I've seen Wei Wen's game just now against Lewis's side of the field. Both had one game each. It went down to a game 3. Very close.
Correct.
Game.
And even for Stephen's side, he had to fight up until game 3. And I suppose it was a misplay from Gary that allowed him to win to proceed into the finals.
Absolutely. And you commentated that match as well.
Correct.
I commentated for Wei Wen, and we're both meeting up here.
Yep. And as always, the finals, as we've seen the team preview before, from even the previous part of the streams, Ang Wei Wen from Singapore is carrying Tapu Lele, Kartana, Mandibuzz, Arcanine, Gigalith, and Porygon Z.
Whereas Porygon 2.
Porygon 2, sorry.
Porygon 2. Whereas Stephen Tan is running the Salamence, Marowak, Snorlax, Persian, Celestina, and Tapu Koko. More reminiscent of Paul Ruiz's world's third placing team. Yep, and we do see that it was like a Flying Z, Salamence here and there. But in terms of team matchups right now, pretty even, I would say.
Here's the thing with Wei Wen said. He has a little bit of an advantage with the Gigalith because it poses a big threat to the Marowak, to an extent also the Salamence. But however, the Celesteela easily walls the Gigalith.
Absolutely. We do see Marowak being on Stephen's side on the team, but I don't see it pose much of a threat besides only to Kartana and Tapu Lele. But because Wei Wen does not carry any electric moves in his team, so
yeah, so maybe Stephen might not choose to bring his Marowak in the first place.
Absolutely. But yeah, Celesteela, you know
Celesteela should be, but as we've seen before, the Arcanine on Wei Wen's side is actually carrying the Furion Z.
Furion Z, right? That's one wild card that Wei Wen has up his sleeve, I would say.
So that's his ace in the hole to beat the Celesteela out.
Absolutely. But with Salamence being able to shuffle Intimidate, I would say there's nothing really stopping the Salamence besides Gigalith and Porygon 2, I would say, on Wei Wen's side. So we'll have to see how those both players revolve their Pokemon.
I think here, as long as Stephen manages to get a belly drum on his Snorlax, he might be able to clean up.
But the Mandibuzz will pose an issue for Stephen's side of the field.
Correct.
Mandibuzz has a big role in this matchup, I would say. Knowing that the Salamence is physical, by the way. Salamence is physical, if it sets up a Dragon Lance, foul play would do significant amounts of damage.
But here we have both Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele here, both on field, with the Tapu Lele naturally being slower, so it will cancel out the terrain.
Yep. Knowing that the Salamence is Flying Z, right? We don't know how the damage calculations work on the Tapu Lele, but I've played Stephen in top 8. I know the damage outcome. It's not going to be looking good for Wei Wen, I would say.
Yeah, and Mandibuzz here will not be liking to take a Flying Z, especially a Supersonic Skytrack, because while its special defense is boosted by the Psychic Seed, its defense still remains the same, and it is not necessarily the best.
Absolutely. Another play that Stevie could go for here is actually nuking one Pokemon, I would say. If he knows that the Electro Ball will not kill the Mandibuzz, he could go for Electro Ball and Flying Z onto Mandibuzz.
He could want to do so since like you said before, Mandibuzz poses a larger threat to Stephen on his side.
Yep, and we do see Tapu Lele being switched out for Arcanine, lowering the damage output from Salamence in particular.
Will be a bigger problem in this case.
Absolutely, and we do see Electro Ball going onto the Mandibuzz. I would say that it's going to go for Flying Z onto the Mandibuzz. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think it's the best move that he could make. And here we go, a Flying Z, but which slot will he go into? We don't really know yet.
I'm predicting the Mandibuzz.
I think it's the Mandibuzz.
The Mandibuzz poses such a threat for Stephen that he just wants to get rid of it immediately.
Once he gets rid of it, it's just a clean-up crew from there.
Yep, because it's an open door for Marowak to come in. It's such an open door. We just see a Supersonic Skystrike going onto the Mandibuzz, like I said.
As we had mentioned and predicted. Will it be able to pick up the KO after the Intimidate? Though not enough! That bulk!
So the Intimidate mattered.
Correct.
The Intimidate mattered. My goodness. And Tailwind is up, but what kind of position is Wei Wen in right now? I'm going to say it's a very awkward position because nothing poses a threat to Stephen's side of the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Arcanine can't really do much other than maybe Bulldoze, but even then it won't hit the Salamence.
Yep, the Salamence is currently the MVP, I would say, for Stephen right now because the Salamence can dish out damage like fly. Because we've seen Flying MZ. Did you see Persian being coming to Persian?
Interesting call.
I'm confused.
Here we go, Furion Z. I think he wanted to go into the Tapu Koko slot there.
That's a very viable play as well.
But then he ditches his version then. But unless the fur coat manages to reduce the damage.
No, but I'm conflicting because why Inferno Overdrive the Tapu Koko? Why not Flare Blitz? Why not save the Zemo for the possible Celestina that Stephen has in the back?
Maybe he just didn't want to take any chances and go straight all out for it. But Persian here actually manages to do
I'm telling you, it's not in range. So I feel that was a greedy play on Waywen's side.
Maybe not the best play, of course. And here, what will the Salamence go for? Maybe it goes for an Earthquake, I think? Yes, it does.
Earthquake's his own Persian.
I think he was more than willing to sack his Persian, and he just wanted to get the damage off on the Arcanine.
Yeah, that's possible as well. But we do know that the Earthquake is a 3-hit KO, but the next Earthquake might be able to put it in very range. But no, we already said it's Freedom Z, so, the damage will stick there.
And even at a -1 is being able to do that much damage, so we know that his Arcanine is not really that defensive. Relies on more on the Intimidate to be a little bit pseudo-bulky.
Yep, and both of them are the Z Crystal users, I would say. When you see Tapu Lele being switched in, and when you see Might Celestina, no, Tapu Koko comes in.
Trying to cancel out the terrain, it seems.
Yep, we might just see a fake out onto the Arcanine slot.
Could be, because he knows that the Mandibuzz is not being able to do much other than foul
is
play.
not doing anything on the field. You can see a Roost being thrown off. This is the predicament that Steven's team has. The Mandibuzz just sticks around.
Yeah, and as long as the Mandibuzz is around, it can just disrupt his team much more.
Yep, and knowing that the Tapu Koko is Choice Scarf, because we've already seen the team report, and I'm pretty sure Waywen has done his studies in the previous matches. That is a free slot to be dishing out damage onto, the Tapu Koko slot.
Correct. But the question is whether or not the Tapu Koko wants to stay in. I think he has to stay in. He has no real switch outs right now.
But the switch out very safe for Steven right now would be Celestina.
Electrobot actually still going first, even in the Tailwind itself.
It's not even a 2 KO. You do see a Moonblast going onto the Persian, I guess?
Yes, into the Persian. Wanting to KO it, I suppose, because it's a bit of annoyance.
Yep. We've already seen 3 Pokemon, right? Koko, Persian,
Salamence.
We've not seen the last mon on Steven's side.
Mandibuzz are revealing they have Snarl.
Ooh.
So that goes into 3 moves: Tailwind, Roost, Snarl, and one more move that we don't really know. Probably Taunt. Maybe even Foul Play, depending on the setup.
Marowak, so no Celestina.
No Celestina, so maybe the Arcanine pushing out Experience it wasn't a waste anyways.
Yeah, you're right. The Arcanine using its Z move is now not a waste, knowing that Steven did not bring Celestina.
But now with Tapu Koko being Snarl, it will not be able to KO the Mandibuzz at all unless it scores a crit, and this Marawa will probably go down.
Tapu Koko is in dead weight at the moment. Because you are locked into Electro Ball. It will go into the Marowak's Lightning Rod.
True, yeah.
So now
He's essentially forced to switch out already.
Yeah. The damage choices that Steven has right now is significantly muted because the Mandibuzz is sticking around. That's how I feel. And we just see Arcanine being switched in for Waywen, trying to get its own Tapu Lele's terrain back up.
Yeah, it wants its terrain. It wants to win the terrain war.
We just see Tailwind being initiated by Waywen. And due to the special defense boost on Waywen's Mandibuzz, with the Arcanine Intimidate, he's technically getting a special defense boost on the Mandibuzz.
Correct.
He's trying to make the Mandibuzz stay as long as he can.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Intimidate prevented another KO on the Mandibuzz, allowing it to stay on the field for another turn longer.
Absolutely.
And with Tailwind up, probably another Roost is coming up.
A Roost is a very safe option. And there's nothing, I don't see how can Steven deal enough damage to 3-KO the Mandibuzz. Not at all.
And there's not going to be enough damage from Stephen here, and because he already used his Flynium Z, it has used its nuke ability already.
Yep, you do see a Flatless going onto the Marowak. We might just see a foul play outright going onto the Marowak.
Yeah, just to KO it outright. And once again, foul play into the Marowak, easily green KO it because the Thick Club increases his attack.
Yes, you're right. The Thick Club boosts his attack.
Going for a very ballsy Dragon Dance here.
From what I understand, Dragon Dance at +1 speed from the Salamence is still able to outspeed Mandibuzz in Tailwind.
But how can he hit it?
Only Fly. That's the only option he could.
Yeah, it probably has Fly for the Flynium Z.
But as he goes for the Dragon Dances, he's boosting the Mandibuzz option to foul play him.
Correct, yeah, and he has, but here in this option, he might be able to KO the Mandibuzz since now it's low enough HP.
Yep, but right now Tapu Koko, even with Choice Scarf, he's still outspeeding the Mandibuzz. It's a free Thunderbolt, I would say. onto the minibus.
Could be. But here's the damage he has to sack his. If he goes for an earthquake, he sacks
He's
his own
sacking his own
Tapu
Tapu Koko due to the Arcanine being able to go for Flare Blitz into it. You're right, okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Did you see Electro Ball? Onto the Mandibuzz, I would say. Mandibuzz,
Yeah, of course. He wants to get rid of Mandibuzz, and he goes for an earthquake this turn. That possibly KOs the Arcanine. However, she's now left with a Pokemon on the field.
Yeah, how does he stop it? I don't see. Oh, wait. Ooh, Koko does live the Flare Blitz. And we see another
Going for
Dragon Dance.
another Dragon Dance!
Wait. I think I see Steven's end game right now. So once you get rid of the Flying Mole and beat the Mandibuzz, everything else is grounded, am I right?
Yep.
And we've already seen the Earthquake.
Yep. The question is, will the Earthquake be able to pick up the KO on the
Tapu Lele.
Tapu Lele,
It comes down to that only right now. +2. Because we know the Arcanine is in right now. It can't switch in, switch out for the Intimidate. At one point, Steven will be able to dish out a +2 Earthquake.
It's only +1 though on the Intimidate.
No, the Salamence was brought in when the Arcanine was already on the field with the Flare Blitz. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
So the end game right now, it comes out to will it Earthquake, KO the Kartana and Tapu Lele. Because Kartana we know is Focus Sash from the previous game. And how much damage would the...
Going revealing extreme speed here. That's just gonna pick up the easy KO. That's not
We
gonna
will
break
see a
the
Smart
set.
Strike onto the Salamence.
Yes.
How much damage will this do? Is this a 3 KO?
Quite a bit.
That did so much damage.
Going for a fly. Well, I guess it escapes for one turn.
No, but even if you drop it down, regardless of whoever,
Yeah, the other side will get to able to hit on it.
damage. Did Steven forgot the Tailwind turns? Because I believe that's how it works.
Yeah. So Katana here still at a +2, still not enough. So the first game goes to Wayward, and the finals for this Midseason Showdown. It's going to be a bit of an uphill climb here from Stephen.
Yep. Definitely. Even though you knock out the Mandibuzz, right? But there are other threats within the team, be it the Kartana, Arcanine, and Tapu Lele, dishing out damage as it goes. And the moment Steven did not bring Celesteela to show he has answers for
The Katana and the Lele.
No, we've already seen all 4 movesets from Steven's side. It has no flavor.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, because he has no counter to the Kartana nor the Lele, especially because Celesteela is a 1-all counter to it.
Yeah, it was meant to be that counter, but it's just a little bit difficult.
It's a bit difficult for him right now.
I believe that the Persian was such a gateway matchup, I felt.
Possibly, maybe a Snorlax would be better in my opinion.
Yeah, either Snorlax or Celesteela. Either one, I believe. But they're both weak to the composition of the team that Wayward has. Kartana beats the Snorlax. Arcanine can Firium Z Celesteela. I don't know how. I still feel the matchup wise is in Wayward's favor.
It's definitely in Wayward's favor, and like it's up to Stephen to play smartly in his end and pick the right lead. I think it all depends on the lead and whether or not he can KO the Mandibuzz.
Yep.
On turn 1.
Yep. On turn 1, yeah. Yeah, but the switching to Arcanine to lower the damage up on the Salamence now was game deciding because Mandibuzz was able to have Tailwind. The momentum swing was definitely in Wayward's favor.
Yeah, it swung from turn 1 when the Arcanine's Intimidate came in.
Yep. So maybe we're relying on Steven is relying on damage rolls right now. Will he be able to?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his only out right now.
Yeah, I mean like I say, like we both know, Stephen here is facing a lot of trouble against the Mandibuzz, and with that Buzzard, being a bit of an annoyance. Once again, the same leads, wanting to get a special defense, but going for a Celesteela Salamence lead instead. Interesting.
Wow.
What is his thought process? What is Stephen's thought process here? Trying to scare out the Lele?
I think he just wants to go for Dragon Dance right here. Trying to bait an Arcanine switch. That's all I can predict right now.
Yeah, but like you said, even if he goes for the Dragon Dance, Foul Play will just do more damage in the end because the Tailwind.
From what I understand, damage calculations when I fought him, I was a Mango's player myself. When he got 3 Dragon Dances, the Foul Play did 50%, 50 to 60% of damage. So his ceiling of damage output that he can go for Dragon Dance is 2 to 3.
I see. I suppose he can go for a Dragon Dance system, and with the Celesteela threatening out the Tapu Lele, might even just go for a Leech Seed on the Mandibuzz.
Or he might just bait out and go for an Earthquake. No, Flying Z.
Going straight out, no switching out. Interesting.
Very interesting.
What is going through Wayward's mind then?
Yeah, is he giving the Tapu Lele for free?
I'm a bit perplexed.
That's correct. I'm very perplexed by
going for the Lele straight up.
This wouldn't have the kill because there was no Intimidate. This wouldn't have the kill. Yeah, like I said, Wayward. I don't see what was his thought process there. Why give Tapu Lele for free?
That's right. I'm really considering like what was his options there. Going for a Hades, and maybe he just wanted to go all out for whatever wanted to switch in.
Yeah, possibly predicting the Arcanine to come in.
And Arcanine does come in here
Yeah, and now Arcanine gets a free Furium Z
if he wants to go for it.
if he wants to go for it. Now the switch-ins would be very depending on how the game goes on from here. But for Wei Wen, he lost Tapu Lele just like that. He lost one of his answers to Salamence, I would say.
True. Yeah. His only other possible answer is Porygon 2, which I don't think he brought.
It would be Katana. Katana Smart Strike was a 2-hit KO like we saw in the previous game.
Correct, but actually switching out Salamence into his Snorlax. Okay.
Like you said, okay, he needed to bring.
He needed more bulk on his end.
Yeah, I was predicting he would bring either one, but you said he would bring both, and you're right.
Arcanine going for a wild charge into the Snorlax, predicting possibly a. No, you're just going for it anyways because it does neutral damage.
Yep. We do see a Poppy possibly going onto the Snorlax slot.
Yep. But this Snorlax eats it up very comfortably.
Yep. He's just like a little bit more in range for the berry to activate.
Yeah, just a bit more, a small push from any attack will push it to his barrier. Now, the Celesteela here might want to switch out into
He's
Salamence.
definitely going to switch on to Salamence, I presume, because the Arcanine is on the field, and we know it's Furium Z. And you can't go for Delta Protect. You can go for Delta Protect, but if you don't
it's
get
not
it,
a risk worth going for.
it's not a risk worth going for. That's the proper term. And he's got two other mons in the back. He has possibly Salamence and possibly a Coco or something else to sack in the back there. You know what I mean?
I assume that he definitely wants to keep his Salamence around for the Intimidate.
Yeah, he has to.
And I think his Coco will be, if he does bring Coco, is more of the cleanup at the end.
And I realized, right, besides Salamence right here, what other way does Steven have to touch Kartana? Because knowing that he did not bring Marowak in this game, that we've not seen yet, but more often than not, I don't think he will bring Marowak in this game. There's nothing touching Kartana on the field.
Correct, yeah. Going for Protect, okay.
Furium? Yep, Furium.
Furium Z straight into the Salamence slot, gonna soak it up easily.
If he's going onto the Snorlax,
then it's just Protect and you just pop the berry.
Yeah, and pops the berry, you're right. Oh my goodness.
So, it's the safest play that Steven could have made. I would have preferred if he attacked, honestly, but...
Onto the mans.
Yep. I think Wei Wen's really keen on getting rid
of the Celesteela. The Celesteela endgame is very scary because we've seen how Steven can pilot the Celesteela.
But going for a foul play with the critical. No, that's not a critical hit. Ow!
That will indicate that
Salamence is very offensive.
Very offensive, very free.
Yeah, almost no defensive investment. And bringing out Marowak instead of Tapu Koko, ooh, things aren't looking good. The Protect on the Snorlax wasn't the best choice.
Yeah, so Snorlax gave a dead turn in that matchup.
So I think what went through Wei Wen's mind was that, okay, even if the Salamence switched in, the foul play will do respectable damage to it.
Absolutely. Arcanine being switched out on Kartana, yep.
He wants to protect it at all costs.
Yep. I don't see a way for him to touch the Manibus, to be honest. Foul play is going to go onto the Marowak.
And it's gonna deal more than 60% damage. Yes, actually almost 75%.
Flablit's going on to the Manibus. He needs to target the Manibus right here.
He's doing his best, honestly.
That picks up the KO.
Enough to pick up the KO with the crit, but it doesn't matter.
I don't think
because now it's like you say, it's a cleanup proof. Unless he gets a belly drum on the, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, Marowak knocks itself out through recoil, and we do see return going on to the Kartana. Kartana endgame is very likely to happen right now.
The thing is like, what's gonna happen now is essentially Katana and Arcanine versus the Celesteela. And kill Katana, especially with the Snorlax being at low enough HP without the berry being procced. Sacred Sword will
be able to pick up KO, but the Flare Blades aren't. Because right now,
maybe you just double up with Celesteela.
No, that would be a choke, I believe, because Celesteela has no way to touch Kartana.
True, might as well double into the Snorlax.
Yeah. Or just to be sure, Sacred Sword and Flare Blades. I don't think the barrage of offensive damage is going to come out right now. It's very
Wei Wen here has an advantage in the offense because he is able to dish out the damage very easily.
The end game Wei Wen prepared for was very likely that the Arcanine and Kartana will be the cleanup crew against the two bulky mons on the field.
Yeah,
and he's already nabbed them.
Sacred Sword onto the Celesteela. Yes, as I said. Flare Blitz into the Celesteela. Whether or not this picks up the KO, I do not know, and I do not think so. Never mind, I was wrong.
Yep, and that should secure the game already.
Yeah, and we would like to congratulate Wei Wen as the champion of the Malaysian Pokemon VGC Midseason Showdown. Autumn season here in
Absolutely.
Toysbar, Malaysia. Very quick battle, very easy, very dominating coming
Yeah,
from
the
Wei
team,
Wen.
the team matchup. The team matchup was definitely in Ang Wei Wen's favor right there.
Yeah, he had a better matchup, like because Stephen didn't have proper counters to Wei Wen's Mandibles. Yeah.
The counters to the Mandibles were weak against Arcana and Katana, both of them on the field.
Correct. So by having both on field, it's able to just stop any kind of supposed counters that Stephen might want to field.
Absolutely. And yeah, big congratulations to both Steven and Wei Wen for sure. Wei Wen for winning the Mid-Season Showdown.
Yeah, coming all the way from Singapore here to Malaysia to win. And
yeah, and this should net him about 151 CPs, if I'm not mistaken.
that's a lot of the championship points. But either way, once again, we'd like to congratulate both finalists and also all the tournament participants who came and participated at this Mid-Season Showdown.
Yep,
So-
absolutely. And yeah, that's our
Other than that, we hope to see you at the next tournament.
next we're going to be interviewing the winner.
I think you should take it over, Ismat.
I'll
pass
take it over
to you.
I'll take it over.